Next up on WTV, Rising Red Hawk Night, international conflict, and today's Sports Minute. WTV's daily update starts now. Good morning, Red Hawk Nation. Today is Wednesday, January 29th, and I'm Kasey Harvey with today's daily update brought to you by Wingspan TV. With the school year past its halfway point, 8th graders are about to get their first look at life on campus. WTV's Ethan Ashmore has the details.
This year's Red Hawk Rally for Rising Freshmen is tonight from 6 to 8 p.m.
We've invited all 8th graders from all of our feeder campuses, including Lawler, Scoggins, Nelson, Vandeventer, and Fowler middle schools, to come visit us to hear a brief presentation and then get the opportunity to talk to teachers, counselors, coaches, just to ask questions and get acclimated with everything that Liberty High School has to offer.
The event is in the auditorium cafeteria and is designed to give students an informal look at what may await them next year.
We hope it gives them the opportunity to ask questions about classes that they maybe want to take next year, and also just to see like smiling faces, so they can see that the teachers here want to help them and that they're able to answer questions about expectation in classes or expectations in athletics or band or whatever it is that they're anticipating on doing their freshman year.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Ethan Ashmore.
With dozens of 8th graders from many different backgrounds on campus tonight, the school's diversity will likely continue to flourish. Currently, there are students representing dozens of nationalities and ethnicities walking the halls every day. That means no matter what is happening around the world, there's a chance it could have a direct impact on somebody in Red Hawk Nation. With the situation in Iran bringing new developments each day, at least one student on campus is paying especially close attention. WTV's Zain Rahmani has the story.
Ever since President Trump ordered the launch of a missile that killed Qasem Soleimani, a top Iranian general, there has been constant conflict between Iran and the U.S. This includes Iran launching ballistic missiles at a U.S. military base in Iraq. In the days after the first launch, there was an onslaught of posts on Twitter about a possible World War III and a military draft. With all the memes and posts about Iran swirling on social media, sophomore Kimia Bordbar, who was born in Iran, is concerned.
I'm just worried about a war to happen, because there are other countries other than America that are putting pressure on Iran's government, like Canada and Ukraine, if you know about what happened. So my own concern is war. My thought is my own, it's just concerned about war. The first is last week when I was coming to school, I was expecting people just tell me or mention that from me, but actually no one really didn't say oh, about these things in Iran. So nothing really affected me personally, but what's affecting all of this is on the economy of my country. It's not really specifically affecting someone, but it's just for the complete thing.
The jokes about Iran aren't helping Bordbar adjust to this new situation either.
So honestly, it doesn't really feel good, because some people did have some jokes about my own country, and that actually didn't really feel good, because people here don't really know what's really happening between politics and governments, so they just make joke about something that they don't really know, which is not really nice, I guess.
While violence or threats of violence have been used to deal with this relationship, world history teacher Jeff Crow thinks diplomacy might be a better option.
I think it's important that diplomacy and relationships between countries, I think that the diplomats, the career professional diplomats who have expertise in keeping relations between countries on a positive footing, that needs to be supported. That needs to be something that we invest in, as opposed to maybe perhaps our first instinct is to use aggression or use violence. So hopefully cooler heads will prevail and we'll get out of this little conflict quickly.
Reporting for WTV, this is Zain Rahmani.
WTV's Walker Shippey gives you a recap of sports on today's Sports Minute.
Girls and boys soccer played last night versus Frisco. The boys team fell to the Warriors 4-0. The girls team came out with a win 2-0. Both teams play again on Friday versus Independence. Girls and boys basketball matched up against Memorial last night. The boys team came out with a win 64-60. The girls team fell to the Warriors 32-29. Both teams play again on Friday versus Independence. For WTV Sports, this is Walker Shippey.
If you are looking for more from Wingspan, you can follow us at Liberty Wingspan on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. And now for today's announcements. Wingspan is looking for current freshmen, sophomores, or juniors that want to be a part of a nationally award-winning website. Students on the Wingspan staff choose what they want to work on, with options including staff reporter, opinion writers, podcasters, photographers, and graphic artists. If interested, please visit room C102 for more information. The PAL Student Ambassador course application is now open. Upcoming juniors and seniors are invited to apply for this prestigious program. If you are interested in participating in 14 Days of Love, visit bit.ly/2RU2D7U. That's it for today's daily update. This is Kasey Harvey for Wingspan TV.